Hi, and welcome to a holiday conversation with Aftercare. My name is Christina Paxton, and I am the Family Aftercare Coordinator here at CODA. And this is my 14th year at CODA. And I am joined today with the newest member of our Aftercare team, Andreas Price, who has been with CODA for 5 years.
5 years, correct.
And we hope that our conversation today encourages you and will give you some hope and helpful tips during this holiday season. In Aftercare, we have the absolute honor to walk alongside and support our donor families on their grief journey. And Andreas, you have a very unique story. So wanted to know if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself and your unique journey.
Absolutely. Thanks, Christina. I'm excited to be here and to have this opportunity to share. But as you mentioned, I'm Andreas Price. I've been with CODA now for 5 years. And after several years as a family support liaison and walking the journey with donor families and potential donor families prior to donation, I had the opportunity to transition into the aftercare program and become a family aftercare coordinator. And so I've been in this department since October.
We are so excited to have you.
I'm excited to be a part of the team and to be able to walk the journey with donor families post donation, and to share some of my experience and some of the things that I have learned over the years with my own experience as a 2-time kidney transplant recipient, but also a member of a donor family. For my family, it's been a journey of 33 years at this point. As a matter of fact, in this very season, is the time that we experienced the untimely, unexpected death of my mom. And which actually began my interaction and my connection with CODA those 33 years ago. So that's really how we got here, and have been connected with CODA for all of these years, and it has been a wonderful connection, and have been felt much support and encouragement through the CODA family, and then had the opportunity 5 years ago to actually join the team and to be able to share from both perspectives as a recipient and as a donor family member, and it has meant much.
Wow, 33 years. It's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time, but it seems like yesterday too, doesn't
it? It does, and it's been a long, convoluted journey, with many ups and downs. But yeah, even though it's been 33 years, it almost seems like yesterday. So.
Well, can you share, as a donor family, how you survived the holidays, how holidays looked for you, how then and now?
To be honest, again, because my mom's death happened uniquely right at Christmas time, the holidays did lose some of their joy. And it's taken quite a while for my family and for me to reignite much of the joy, as we've kind of experienced the grief journey in our own ways, and but it's so it has had numerous challenges, but I've learned that first of all that it's okay to be okay, to not be okay, and that was a real learning experience for me to know that it's okay to feel whatever I'm feeling and to express it however it needs to be expressed, whether it be through tears. I learned that tears are a gift, that they in themselves help to relieve pressure. And I had to learn that, and to be accepting of it, and to not to not feel like I had to grieve according to other people's expectations.
Mhm.
And that was an absolute gift to me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, as you mentioned, your loss happened on Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and as we said, that everybody's journey is unique and different to them, and I myself have gone through a loss, and mine is a lot more raw and fresher.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually lost my mom on Christmas as well,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be 2 years ago. Right before Coda, excuse me, Coda, right before COVID.
Right.
Right before COVID. My mom unexpectedly died. And so I'm trying to navigate the holidays as well. And uniquely, being that it was on Christmas. And it's tough. And like you say, tears are okay. And my family and we all cry. We cry together. We laugh together. One thing that I was sharing before, that we had her death, and then COVID happened.
Okay.
So last year we didn't even have to really. The holiday season looked a lot different, and even this year with restrictions and COVID and everything else, the gatherings aren't as large and everything else. So in a way, it's a bit of a blessing, because it gives you a chance to step back and be in yourself and have your own time. Like you said, it is okay to cry. It's okay to say no.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
When you're invited to all these parties and different things, and if you don't feel like you're in a partying mood, it's okay to say no.
Absolutely.
And don't put that pressure on yourself to feel like you got to go or you got to participate.
Absolutely.
And know that it's going to look different, and it's okay that the holidays are going to look different. One thing too I can say is that grief can take a physical toll on yourself.
Absolutely, yes.
And so definitely just throughout grief and throughout the year, but even especially during the holidays when there are so much more asked of you to go and to do, you have to take care of you. Do you ever find yourself just tired and physically, you forget to drink? You forget to drink water. So it's so important to just hydrate and to rest and take care of yourself.
Yes, and that's one of the things that we are adamant about encouraging families to do is to take care of themselves and to just those basic needs that still need to be met, physical needs, whether it's eating and drinking or resting, because the emotional stress can have a real physical impact. And one of the things that you said though is that it's okay to say no and to not pressure yourself. But one of the things that I also learned is to be careful to not completely isolate, and it's even more challenging during this season with COVID and all of that. But we don't have to always be in those environments where we're bombarded with people who might have all these questions, and we don't want to dredge up all of these things. But we have to be careful to not isolate ourselves as well.
Exactly. Yeah. And until you can give yourself permission to say yes. Because you may, I'll just speak of myself. People think I know, because I deal with this all the time, that I know the answers and what to say and what to do. And I can tell you, I don't. I don't, sometimes I step back and I'm like, I want to say, and I'm in a happy mood and I'm in a good mood and I want to say happy holidays. And then it kind of startles me, or I want to say Merry Christmas, and then I'm thinking, can I say that? Am I allowed to say Merry Christmas? Well, yes.
Yeah.
It's okay to have good times and
Absolutely.
not feel guilty to celebrate again.
Absolutely.
And to be in the moment. And so you got to give yourself permission to say yes. Also,
well. Yes, and just as tears are a gift, laughter is as well. I share with the members of my church. I also pastor a church, and in the book of Proverbs, it reminds us that a merry heart does good like medicine. And a broken spirit dries up the bones. And so laughter is a gift from God that brings some healing. And we don't have to feel guilty about having some joyful moments that also bring us some healing, just as the tears do. So we have to give ourselves permission to have those moments of joy and happiness as well, and they will be a blessing.
Right. Absolutely. Because it certainly doesn't mean that you don't miss your loved one.
Not at all.
Or, the best times me and my family have together are when we laugh and we come with those memories.
I was just about to say the same thing. So,
and we kind of support each other by saying things that happened in the either past Christmases or what she would be doing, or and so is there anything that you particularly do to honor your mother at Christmas time? Like, I know for us, my mom's favorite color was purple. And so we have all of our family members, we have a purple wreath with a candle. And whenever we gather, we light that.
I love that.
And that represents my mom and her spirit and her soul. And she's there with us.
Yeah. I love that. Ours is just conversation. It's just really just sitting down and having those moments of memory and memorial and honor and just laughing at many of those things that mom did and said that continue to resonate with us, and that's what we do. So,
right.
And it triggers so much for us that helps.
Those recipes.
Yes, that nobody remembers.
That either no one remembers,
we cannot replicate,
or no one likes, but you still make it because mom.
This sure doesn't taste like mom.
Nothing will ever taste like her. Nothing will ever taste like this. But so you also stated that you're a recipient. You're a 2-time recipient.
Correct. That's correct.
And so you know what it feels like to have and receive that ultimate gift.
Yes.
The gift of life.
Yes.
And so can you tell us just a little bit about that?
Well, so one of the things that I also try to do during the season is to honor my donor family, and to remember them and to think about what they might be experiencing, during this season, because knowing from the other side what it is to be a donor family member and to miss my loved one, I always remember my donor family. I've had the privilege of meeting the most recent donor family. We discovered some personal connections that we have, that took us back even prior to the time of donation, and so I remember them and think about them and take time to just wish well for my donor family during this season. Just wondering and thinking about what they might be experiencing and the grief that they may be experiencing in this time. So yeah.
Well, we here at CODA and the Trust for Life and all of us want you all to know how much that we care for you and are here for you, and that if you ever need anything, that our aftercare team is here to support you, and so you can always contact us if you ever need anything. Is there any final words that you would like to share, Andreas, as we close our conversation today? Some words of hope for our families and those watching today.
Yes, I'll just share this. Whether the journey has been 33 years, whether the journey has been 2 years, life will never be the same. And we have to accept that. We have to understand and accept that fact. We have to also embrace our new normal. There will be some old traditions that we will hold on to, maybe some things that we will let go of. But we need to develop some new ones, some new traditions. It does get better, it gets easier, but the pain never goes away. And we have to accept that reality, embrace it, honor the memory of and legacy of our loved ones, celebrate them, and allow our journey to be our journey, and to know that this is a season that represents hope. And hope is the flip side of despair. And to remember that despite the pain that we feel, that we're not in this by ourselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us today. Myself, Andreas, we do wish you all a very happy holiday.
Yes. We wish you all well. And if we can help you in any way, please know that Coda is here.